So if you're anything like me and you think that you can fix anything, then this is for you. Okay, so I just bought a house not too long ago, a few months ago, and my cabinets did not come with hardware. So today I'm going to be installing the hardware in my kitchen. I already did my bathrooms, but I'm just gonna let y'all know how I did it and what you're gonna need and all that. It sounds intimidating, but it's really not. But the first thing you're gonna need is these guides. And now if you're like me and you just don't know what you're doing, you're gonna need these guides. So this is what they look like. It comes with two. So this is for like cabinets. This is more so for like drawers, okay? It comes with both. And it also comes with, I think it's a 3/16 drill bit. It comes with that. All right, and this was like $12 at Home Depot. That's it, $12 at Home Depot. All right, so you're gonna need that. You're gonna need a pencil and some painter's tape. I guess you can use any kind of tape, but I just use painter's tape because I watched so many videos and they said painter's tape, so I just got painter's tape. I got the smallest one. All right, and then you're gonna need some tools. Now the tools that I have, this toolkit, it comes with literally everything. Literally everything you need, it comes with. Like, look at it. Everything is in here. And so the main thing that I use in here is the drill. This is probably, if you own a home or apartment or whatever and you don't like paying people to do stuff like me, you need this kit. Like, it literally comes with everything. And this is a power drill. It does everything. All right. So like I said, the toolkit comes with these, but the guides came with this, so I just used the one in the guide. All right, and then the hardware that I'm going to be using is, I got this from Amazon, and I'll try to link everything in the description, but these are the ones that I'm putting in my kitchen. All right, so they're a little slimmer than the ones that I put in my bathrooms. So they're a little more sleek, not as edgy. So first things first, this is how I measured it. So what I did was I took a tape measure, right? I took a tape measure and I just measured the length of the drawer. And you really only have to do this with the drawers. So I measured the length of the drawer, and then I put the painter's tape where I think the handle would be. So I just guessed that, and then I measured the length of the drawer, and then I just marked the center. So as you can see, I marked the center. So half. I think this drawer was like, I don't know, guessing 12 altogether. So I just marked where the 6 was on here. All right. And then I took this, right? And I don't know if you can see it, but this is the millimeter side, and then this is the inches side. So you just pull the drawer open a little bit, prop it, and then you're gonna line it up. Wherever you made that center mark, you're gonna line it with the center holes. So I just lined that up. And then my handles are 3-inch handles. So from here to here, from here to here is 3 inches. So you can see where the 3 inch is. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but you can kind of see where the 3 inch is. So we just go, and then I marked here, and then I went down and marked here for the 3 inches. And I just used my pencil and I did a little circle. And that's pretty much it. Now for the cabinets, we go down. So the cabinets, they have the same thing. They have inches on one side, and then on the other side, they have like millimeters. So the cabinets are pretty much set in stone. So if you put it here, all you have to do is look at the 3 inches and then you just mark it. So this is, all these are equal, so that will be the top. And then you just go down to where 3 inches is, and then you just make a little circle as well there. And then you do the same thing to the other side. And that's pretty much it. And then that's how I got these circles on here. So this is where I'll be drilling. So now we're gonna go in, and what I did was I got my drill and I put the drill bit at the end, and yeah, I'm just gonna drill where I mark my holes, right? So here we go. Put my hand up here at the top so it won't catch any dust, and just start drilling. And that's pretty much it. So I will go through and drill all the holes first, and then I will go in and put the handles on, because I have to change this to put the handles on. So I would just go through and just go ahead and drill all the holes while I have this piece on. And I think I'm not gonna really do the top ones right now, because I gotta find something to put over the counters to catch the dust. But right now we're just doing the bottom ones, and we'll figure that out later. So here we go. All right, so now that I have drilled all my holes, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this piece off of here. And you just twist it to loosen it up, and then you can pull it right out. So now I'm gonna go in with this piece, which came with the tool set. Then you just pull it in or push it in, and then twist this to tighten it back up. And then you can also, with this drill, you can like push this. It's a button. So if you want to lock it, you push it in the center. If you want to reverse it, like take out screws, you push it all the way to the far right. And then it puts it in reverse. And then if you want to, tighten something up, then you push it back to the left. So I'm just going to lock it while I tighten this up. All right, so it's in there, nice and tight. Boom. We ready. Now we're going to take these. The hardware comes with screws. I don't know if y'all can see the holes there. All right, so I'm just gonna open up the drawer and then put the 2 screws on the inside. Push those through, and then get the hardware and place it where I want it to be, or where the screws are. I'm gonna hold it, grab my drill, and then just start drilling the screws in. And I don't really tighten the screws until I know for sure I got them where I want them. Like this one. Well, it'll probably help if you take stuff out of the drawer. I didn't do all that. But yeah, you're gonna need a little bit of pressure on this. And then, beautiful. Tighten it a bit. And then it's on there. Nice and sturdy. Now for the cabinets, let's go down here. Pretty much the same process, but so for the drawers, the screws are a little bit longer than the cabinets because the drawers are a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna show y'all what the difference is. So this screw right here is more so for the drawers, and then this one is for the cabinets. So you can see a big difference. And you can also break these off to make it whatever size you want. As you can see, they have little indents in them where you can break them off. But I didn't break them off because I just couldn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, I tried, but it wouldn't work for me. So I just left them for the drawers. All right, so I'm gonna use these shorter ones for the cabinets, and it's basically the same process. Same process, so just go through the back, poke them in. These come individually wrapped, so you just pop one out, place it here, make sure everything's leveled and that they're in the hole. Grab your tool and then start screwing. Like I said, I make sure they're in first, and then I go in and tighten them. And just like that, they're on. All right, and that's basically what you do for all of the cabinets in the drawers. Like I said, the drawers have been giving me hell, I'm not gonna lie. And it's just because they're so thick. And then the smaller drawers back there, I'm gonna have to do some finagling. I might have to measure again with the smaller drawers back there because there are screws in the back. There are screws already in the drawers. So, and then my measurements are like right on top of those screws. So I may have to adjust the measurements for those drawers back there. I might have messed up. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the handles on the drawers that I did drill the holes in, and I'll be back.